Hey friends, welcome back. Today is a day in the studio. We're gonna work on some stuff here. The kiln is currently loaded with some finished items, so I think the first thing we're gonna do is unload the kiln, and then we'll go from there. I do have a commission piece that I really need to get to work on. Unfortunately, I had to order some items for it that I'm still waiting on. They are still shipping. They've been shipping for about 2.5 weeks now, so kind of frustrated with that because that process is taking a lot longer than I anticipated, which is putting me farther behind schedule than I wanted to be for getting this piece done. But it is what it is. Supposedly they're going to be here by the end of the week, so we'll see, hopefully. But in the meantime, there are some things that I can do to get started on that piece. So we'll probably start on that before the day is over as well. I do also have some random mom errands to run, like going to the grocery store and things like that. So we'll probably get a couple of things accomplished today. Some of it will be in the studio, some of it will be life stuff because life stuff has to happen sometimes. But yeah, let's just get to work. Let's see what we got. Okay, let's come over here to the kiln and see how my pieces that are in here have done. It's still a little warm. Ooh, yeah, a little warm to be pulling stuff out. These are swizzle sticks, and this is my second batch of them. These are solid color swizzle sticks. Let me show you the other ones I made. Let me go grab them. We're gonna take a little tour around the messy office. Yeah, my desk here is an absolute shit show as far as mess is concerned, but look at these. Aren't these cute? So the little blob on the bottom is to stir your drink, and like these have flowers on the top. There's a yellow one, blue one, here's a red one. Aren't these cute? I'm pretty excited about how these are going to turn out, how these have turned out. I don't know. They're sitting just in a little bin at the moment. I don't know how these are going to sell, but we'll find out. I did some other solid colored ones as well, so thought it would be nice to have a variety. So yeah, there are the swizzle sticks. Okay, we're back over here at the kiln. I put you on a stand so that I can actually like use my hands to pull stuff out. I'm gonna just move this kiln shelf so I can show you what I have in the bottom here. I've got panels for a lantern and then 3 little trinket dish lay flats. These are them fused flat, and then the next step is to put them in the mold to make the actual dish shape. So these items are all a little hot still, so I'm not going to take them out of the kiln just yet. There's still quite a bit of heat radiating off, so I'm going to put this shelf back in, and I'm just going to let this stuff, I'll leave the lid open and let it continue to cool, but I don't really, yeah, those are still, these aren't too hot to handle anymore. But I don't want to go put them under the sink to clean them and risk shocking them and them breaking. So, aren't those cute? Little swizzle sticks. This one's orange. Though it looks kind of red. These are the red. So I'm going to let those cool a little bit longer. So we'll come back to this. Okay, so let's talk for a minute about this custom piece that I need to work on. It is about 21 inches tall by nearly 6 feet long. It's a big boy. It's a big boy. And in fact, my workspace here that I usually work at is not quite big enough to work on. So what I'm gonna need to do is go grab one of my folding tables, which are out in the shed, and it is snowing and 11 degrees out, so I'm not looking forward to trudging out there. But I need to go get one of my folding tables out of the shed. I bought a piece of wood that I can work on top of so that I don't have to solder directly on my plastic folding table, because that's a terrible idea. And I'm gonna have to make room here in my office to set out that table and lay that piece of wood out so that I can work on this piece. So yeah, I've got to go wrestle all that out in the snow. And I really don't want to. I really don't want to, but I need to. So I guess that's what we're gonna go do. But first, actually, I think first, I'm gonna work on cutting out my pattern for this piece. So this piece is large, and let's back up a minute. I have seen other stained glass artists cut their pattern pieces out either on vinyl or sticker paper so that when they go to cut their piece out and grind it, they don't lose the marker lines of where the piece was, so that they can get closer cuts the first time. So I've been trying that a little bit here and there on different patterns. I really do like that technique overall. And with a really big piece that has a lot of pieces, I think that's gonna make my life a little bit easier as far as keeping track of my pieces and where they go. So I think I'm gonna give that a try. So I think the first thing I'm gonna do is cut all my pattern pieces out, because my table's gonna be in my way of getting to my silhouette if I bring that table in and set all that up now. I need to cut those pattern pieces out first so that I have room to get to my pieces. Yeah, so let's do that first. Okay, so it's obviously a new day. Oh my God, you guys. Cutting those pattern pieces out on my silhouette took like 6 hours. It was unreal how long that took. And it's so loud that it didn't make sense to try and film and talk to you over the darn thing while it was cutting. So I didn't. I did get all of the pattern pieces cut out. They're sitting in a pile over on my other counter. I did unload the kiln. My swizzle sticks are clean and set up in a little jar. Those 3 flat lays that are gonna be trinket dishes are set off to the side. And then the pieces that were meant to go into the lantern, I went ahead and put into the lantern. So yeah, that's what I did yesterday. And the rest of my time was spent going back and forth between the computer and the silhouette, getting my pattern pieces cut out. So yeah, I did not anticipate the amount of time that was gonna take to get it all done, but it's done now. So they're all cut out. They're ready to start being laid on glass. Unfortunately, I'm still waiting on that box of supplies that I ordered that haven't made it here yet. Supposedly they're going to be here tomorrow, so we'll see. I am going to go get my table out of storage and that piece of wood that I bought and go ahead and set all of that up. So yeah, that's my next step. Is there anything else I wanted to tell you about yesterday? I don't think so. I think that's everything. So yeah, we're going to go get that table out of storage and put that together. Okay, change of plans. The lock on my shed door is frozen. I think it's 7 degrees outside right now. So my lock is frozen. I can't get into my table. So my table here in front of me is technically long enough for this project, but I've got to clean a bunch of crap off of it. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to clean off this table, find homes for everything off of this table so that I can get my board and set up right here. Oh boy, it's never dull. All right, let's get to work. Okay. The pattern does in fact fit on the board, though just barely. But at least this gives me a base to tack this down to and make sure everything is good and lined up. Whew. Okay, we're off to a good start. If I have the ability to use a straight edge, I will. Simply because I know that I'm going to get better cuts that way. Obviously these still need to be ground, but it's always nice to see how they fit. It's going to be a long process, but it's started.